Here we are, about to start riding again. Show you how I got these bags mounted real quick. I just ran the strap behind the foot peg back up to the strap hanger, and these rear ones are just right here on these last two pegs. Gives me plenty of space. It's still on my to-do list to get rid of that handle, but it's pretty comfortable. I got a tent, sleeping pad, camp pillow, camp chair, sweatshirt, food, and 2 1.5 liter water bottles in there right now. It weighs about 25 pounds plus me. I'm about 250 in my riding gear. I got the Forma adventure boots, some first gear pants, a old Icon jacket. I just stopped and took my sweatshirt off and opened up all the vents, and now I'm ready to hit the trail again. I don't know how long this battery's gonna last. I'm down to 1 bar of battery on the GoPro, so hopefully I get something for you. If not, sorry. See you next time. Well, really the moral of the story today is that around the world bike right here, any kind of terrain that you come across, you're going to be able to tackle, I think, depending on your riding skill, but any terrain that you find is going to be doable. On this bike, from, you know, ATV trail, single track, I think will be just fine. It's about the same, and this is probably bumpier than most trail systems around the country, I'd imagine. I mean, not big pokey rocks sticking out of the ground, but there are lots of roots and loose rocks, and you know, up and down, left, right. There's not really any straight sections here, and this bike does it just fine. So for me, that gives me confidence that, you know, anything I find on a backcountry discovery route is probably going to be doable. I might have to do it at a controllable pace. You know, not be mashing sand whoops in 6th gear, you know, wide open pinned. But do you really want to be doing that when you got all your luggage on the back and your buddy with you and you're hundreds of miles from a hospital or whatever? So I know it's fun to have fun. You've seen me on the street. My buddy's like, dude, you ride too fast. That's why I don't have a leader bike, because I would go as fast as the bike would let me. And been there, done that, you know what I mean? The times I've crashed have been on the road going too fast, usually with just a hair too much liquid courage and not enough skill. You know, I was on bikes that didn't have ABS and stuff, and maybe I could say if I had a modern bike I wouldn't have crashed, but truth is, if I could control myself, I wouldn't have crashed. So, but that's the hard part for me, is finding that balance between fun and insanity. And I think this bike has found that balance for me a little bit. Okay, crossing the highway, there's the Olympic Mountains over there. Whoop. I think we'll get back to the road, and there'll be a little loop section we can take. I'm just going to hit this loop and then head back. Maybe do a little bit of more reconnoitering, but whoa, gotta hit them berms. Woo. Gotta work on my timing on some of those big whoops and jump them. I just don't know how this thing's gonna land quite yet. It's gonna overwhelm it. I mean, it definitely has the power to slide the back end around. And it's the front end light if you need it. And the handling is nice and light. Whoa. yeah, I just try not to go any faster than I'm willing to crash off-road, you know. I'm not trying to ride conservatively or anything right now. I'm just doing what I would normally do on any bike. It's go as fast as I can with the conditions in the bike, you know. So, you know, I don't normally push much harder than this. You know, I usually got a buddy behind me who I'll be waiting for every once in a while when I stop. Hopefully you can get an idea of what the bike's capable of. And yeah, beautiful. Tires work okay, I think. I mean, this is pretty awful stuff to ride on. I tell you, for my T-Dub with that 180 back tire, I had a lot of trouble hooking up on this stuff, and it had a 130 or 140 front tire or whatever. That was pretty bad on these loose rocks. It just skated on top. But front wheel feels like it's right where I want it to be all the time, and light enough to correct. Can just go through those berms, no problem. Oh boy, yeah, that's a little bit of a rodeo ride there. Woo! Well, I guess I'll leave you with that. I think we don't have much battery left. Let's see what the GoPro looks like here. I'm pretty satisfied with this bike and this trail ride today. I feel just like I'm at home like every other dual sport, but with some definitely advantages to it. Now I'm in second gear, just chugging it. There we go. Get on the gas and it starts spinning the tire and slides the end around. Woo! Frisky there on me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, the only thing I really don't like is when the front end feels vague and out of not doing what I want it to, and this thing feels like it's right where I want it and has about the right amount of traction. I mean, for something that does so well in the on-road, can't ask for more, really. Oh. Yeah, the ABS, who cares? It's on still. I mean, I'm not going fast enough that if I have to panic stop, it's going to be an issue. I mean, there's the front. So, it works. I mash both pedals, hold the clutch in. It's, I guess at under 6 miles an hour, the rear locks up anyway or whatever, so. Beautiful out here. Nice and green and lush. A few puddles left. Whoa. Here, a rock hit the skid plate. Yeah. Some rhododendron flowers. That's our state flower. Beautiful. And you can imagine how overgrown the single track can be here. You come the day after it rains, it's like you're driving through a car wash. We'll do some slow speed stuff here just so that you can get a feel for it. That's clutch in, just rolling this stuff. Tight little downhill. Just back brake only. ABS is on. Dual sports are the best. That's the moral of this story. Maybe not the best performance, but enough performance. Hit this big root. Boom, boom. Nothing to it. Try to hit all the obstacles really. Get a taste for what this thing will do. Roots, boom, boom. Nothing. Puddle. Easy. Roots. Da, da, da. Jump off of this root. Clap. Yeah, I don't feel like I have to slow down because I have luggage. Only thing holding me back is me. Looks like we're still recording. Coming up on a clear cut. Back to second gear. Yeah, it's not ideal to be out here alone. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? I could probably have put out a call on Facebook last night or something, or days ago, and said, hey, I'm going to Tahuya Thursday. Anybody want to join me? Yeah, look at that stuff. That's gravel. Back to first. Woo! Get the front tire swallowed. Yeah, my buddy crashed in here one time. Felt like we were closer to the start of the day, but I was still grooving. Just what? And got to the road up here. Where are you, buddy? Getting around, came back. Oh man, I crashed. My hand's all fucked up. I said, oh, you ain't gotta use the clutch to shift, man. Just rest it there. Oh, I don't want to ruin my bike. We've been over that. I said, I'll not use my clutch in sympathy for your bike. And he used the clutch every time. Tried to not come to a stop and stuff, but yeah. Tahuya. Not beautiful, but beautiful at the same time. You know, it's not mountain single track, but it's open all year long. And usually there's not a whole lot of snow. If it does snow in the lowlands, it'll snow a little bit here, but mostly just water puddles. Every one of these whoops will be full. Oh, I just hit a stump with my foot. These Forma Adventure boots are pretty good. They're not like super protective of your feet, but they're comfortable to walk in and to ride in. And if you got to push your bike, they got enough traction on the bottom to give you some support there, so you're not just slip sliding like a motocross boot or something. Yeah, whew, Stump City out here. Hey, well, toodaloo. I'll catch you on the flip side. Caw-caw!